Do 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 do. Josh's Order Corner.
That's me. I have a strange relationship with this company because I've gotten quite a few pieces from them, and if it's a pre-order, it's something you're going to wait for a long time for, like 2-3 years. And you would think that would keep me from wanting to order from them, but it doesn't. It can be frustrating, but I want to support them because I love what they do. The company is Cemetery Dance. This is not my first video about Cemetery Dance. It won't be my last because recently I ordered these and a little magazine. And they have like a Cemetery Dance magazine subscription that I'm really considering buying. You get like short stories from different authors. Um, I think I'm going to do it. I also want to point out if you ever notice a subscribe thing come up on the bottom of the screen, it's because I was dumb and I showed my address and I shouldn't do that. So it's my way of covering my ass. So recently, I ordered the new edition of their magazine, and in doing that, I saw there was a couple other things on there that I wanted to snag as well. So I ordered Cemetery Dance number 79. It has short stories, a new one from Stephen King, Chuck Palahniuk, which I think I say his name wrong every single time, and others. So I ordered that because I wanted that Stephen King short story, and then while I was there, I decided to order a couple more things as well. These were already available. They weren't pre-orders, so they shipped to me immediately. What we have here is Double the Thrills, A Face in the Crowd. This is the first time in hardcover, Stephen King and Stuart Onan. And if I flip it over here, look at that. Double the Chills, the longest December expanded version from Richard Chizmar. So we open this up. We have both of these in this single book, I believe. Yeah, both of these in this single book. Longest December, Bob and Katie Howard are a typical middle-aged couple living the good life in the suburbs. They're happily married, have successful careers, and a grown-ass son starting college. It doesn't say ass. Their recently widowed next-door neighbor, James Wilkinson, is practically a member of the Howard family. When police show up at the Howard's doorstep one snowy December morning with the news that they have been investigating Wilkinson for a series of violent crimes, Bob and Katie are left in shock and disbelief. The elderly James Wilkinson they know and love is kind and gentle. He shared their Thanksgiving table just a couple weeks earlier. He couldn't possibly be responsible for the gruesome deeds of which he's being accused. Or could he? The Longest December, a revised and expanded version of Chizmar's acclaimed novella, A Long December, is a cat and mouse, Hitchcockian thriller that will shock you with its brutal twists and turns while also breaking your heart. Stephen King calls it a really terrific piece of work. I couldn't put it down. Chizmar played his cards with great craft. I'm an old hand at this, but I kept chasing the red herrings. And then we flip it, and we open it, and we have the Face in the Crowd. Dean Evers, an early widower, sits in front of the television with nothing better to do than waste his leftover evenings watching baseball. It's Rays, Mariners, and David Price is breezing through the lineup. Suddenly, in a seat a few rows up beyond the batter, Evers sees the face of someone from decades past, someone who couldn't be at the ballgame, shouldn't be at the ballgame, shouldn't be on the planet. And so begins a parade of people from Evers' past, all of them occupying that seat behind home plate, until one day, Dean Evers sees someone even eerier. So, Facing the Crowd. These are both from Cemetery Dance Publications, obviously. And like I said, this is so we have on this side, Facing the Crowd, the right side up. And as you turn, you get upside down all of a sudden. I'm not even showing you, am I? Upside down all of a sudden, and that's where The Longest December takes over. Very cool. And the cover feels nice. As weird as that sounds, the print that it's done on feels nice. I don't know what else to tell you. We take off that cover jacket, and then we have this green and gold. There you go. And then I picked up, I don't know anything about this book just yet. It is called Jedi Summer. It is by Joe Bowden. A boy and his little brother wander through the loosely stitched summer of 1983. It was a magical one, full of sun and surrealism, of lessons and loss, and of growing up and figuring it out. Nestled in the mountains of Pennsylvania is a small town unlike any other. Things are strange here, always have been. People die but hang around, pets too. Everyone knows your name, and sometimes a thing as simple as a movie coming to a local theater is all it takes to keep you going. It just sounded like a good synopsis, so I wanted to check it out. It's a short read. I mean, it clocks in at 96 pages. The about the author reads, John Bowden lives a stone's throw away from 3 Mile Island with his wonderful wife and sons. A baker by day, he spends his off time writing, watching TV, or laughing with his wife. He likes Diet Pepsi, cheeseburgers, heavy metal, and sports ferocious sideburns. He really does, too. While his output as a writer is fairly sporadic, it has a bit of reputation for being unique. He owes an unpayable debt to Ken Wood, who invited him along at the start of Shock Totem, and that singular act rekindled his love for writing, after ignoring it for 20 years. His books include Dominoes, Spongione, Walk the Darkness Down, as well as the collaboration novellas Out Beyond the Barn, Rattlesnake Kisses, Cattywampus, and the forthcoming Black Salve, and Dietrich in Love. He thanks you from the bottom of his hairy heart. Sincerely. So there you have it. I highly recommend checking out Cemetery Dance Publications. They spell cemetery the correct way, not the Stephen King way. And finding something on there to check out. Give a new author a chance. Subscribe to their magazine. I really think that you're going to see a video here in the near future of me talking about having a subscription to the magazine. That's all I got for you, friends. I hope you're living your best life, being good to each other, staying hydrated, and not being a butthole.
Do 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 do